What if the biggest Ethereum hack in history wasn't just a cybercrime, but a global act of war? And what if the real enemy is still out there, watching, waiting, planning the next strike? Cryptomaniacs. This is Coinopath. Welcome to a world of digital shadows, where stories are steeped in crime and secrecy. Today, we're diving into the 2025 Ethereum hack, a theft of over $1 billion from Bybit that shook the crypto world and exposed a global threat. The twists begin on February 21, 2025. Ethereum was under pressure, trading at around $2,700. DeFi was volatile, and investors were cautious. But that day, disaster struck. Bybit, a Dubai-based exchange, lost over 400,000 Ethereum, worth more than $1 billion in a devastating hack. Bybit held $16.2 billion in reserves, but this theft was unprecedented, the largest Ethereum heist in history. This wasn't just a theft. It was a masterclass in cybercrime and a brutal lesson in security. Bybit became a prime target for a state-backed swindler. Here's how it went down. Bybit was transferring Ethereum from an offline cold wallet to a warm wallet for daily trading. But the wallet provider, Safe, had a flaw. On February 4, 2025, a developer's laptop was compromised and malicious code was injected into Safe's interface. At 10:19 a.m. UTC, February 21st, the hacker struck, masking the transaction to look legitimate while siphoning over 400,000 ETH to their own address. They exploited Safe's UI, bypassed security in seconds, and vanished with over $1 billion. The funds moved fast. The hackers split the Ethereum across 50 wallets, each holding 10,000 ETH. They then used mixers like Tornado Cash to obscure the trail. Blockchain analysts traced 5,000 ETH, worth around $13.4 million, to a shady Eastern European exchange linked to North Korea's Lazarus Group. This crew has stolen over $6 billion in crypto since 2017, often funding nuclear programs. By March 3rd, 83% of the stolen ETH, over 360,000 ETH, worth $900 million, had been converted into Bitcoin across 654 wallets via ThorChain. This wasn't just a theft, it was a global security threat. Now let's talk betrayal. Bybit's CEO, Ben Hao, promised to cover the losses, claiming the exchange was solvent with 1.x-backed assets. But panic hit hard. Users withdrew $1.5 billion in just 48 hours, fearing insolvency. Bybit secured a bridge loan for 80% of the loss. By February 24th, it had replenished reserves with 447,000 ETH via loans and whale deposits. But the swindle runs deeper. 20% of the stolen funds, over $200 million, went dark, completely untraceable. Bybit offered a $140 million bounty, but only $4.3 million has been recovered so far. Did they do enough? Trust in exchanges shattered? The fallout was brutal. Ethereum's price dropped within hours, erasing $6.5 billion in market cap. DeFi trust collapsed. Users pulled $1.5 billion from other platforms within a week. Vitalik called for urgent upgrades to wallet security. But for Bybit's users, it was too late. The Ethereum community demanded answers while the hackers kept laundering. By February 26th, $400 million had already moved. Can exchanges ever be truly safe? Let me know in the comments. The hack delayed Ethereum's 2025 roadmap. The Ethereum Foundation had planned Ethereum 3.0 to boost DeFi security, but the breach forced a pause. Developers scrambled to patch vulnerabilities. The community was left shaken and hungry for justice. Legal battles erupted. By April 2025, users filed a class action lawsuit against Bybit, demanding $1 billion in damages for negligence. Singaporean authorities launched a criminal probe, freezing Bybit's local assets. But the Lazarus Group remains at large, likely hiding in a non-extradition country. Blockchain firms like Chainalysis tracked the funds, but Bybit's $140 million bounty led to just $4.3 million in recoveries, a small dent in the losses. This hack didn't just steal Ethereum, it stole trust and sparked a global manhunt. This hack exposed DeFi's harshest reality. Security isn't guaranteed. Wallet providers can fail, exchanges can be targeted, and when things go wrong, there's no safety net. The 2025 Ethereum hack is a warning. Verify transactions. Demand transparency. Never trust unhackable, because in crypto, someone's always waiting to strike. So, who can you really trust in crypto? This Ethereum hack stole almost $1.5 billion, exposed exchange vulnerabilities, and revealed a state-backed threat. In this world, code is law, and trust is always a vulnerability. Stay tuned.